The risk of wildfires with the very high temperatures expected this weekend. We are out with firefighters as they prepare.
But it's by no means all doom and gloom. Places like this absolutely rely on gorgeous sunshine like this. In fact, Bognor gets 1.3 million visitors every year. And it's not just people enjoying all this, it's businesses too. We just spoke to a gift shop owner here, Bridget. It's been there since 1954, and she says if it's a guaranteed sunny day, business will go up by 50%. So good news for some, but some warnings for others as well, Ben.
Indeed. All right, Duncan, thank you so much for that. And let's get the latest weather forecast for you now with Chris Fawkes, who's got more details about exactly how hot it is going to get.
Yes, indeed, Ben. And, well, today we're not doing too badly either. We've got plenty of sunshine around across most parts of the UK, so blue skies like these, pretty commonplace. This particular Weather Watch picture was sent in from northwest Wales, which is currently one of the hot spots. And talking about heat, today is likely to be the hottest day of the year so far, but it's a stat that will quickly get forgotten because as we head into the weekend, as we were saying just a moment ago, temperatures are expected to hit 30 degrees. How unusual is that? Well, we get 30 degrees in June pretty much every year, and many of us look forward to these very warm spells. Some of us hate the heat, and for one or two people with underlying health conditions, well, that can cause a few problems, and that's why the heat health alert has been issued. And through the afternoon, watch out for one or two heavy showers. Many places will miss those and keep the hot and sunny weather, with temperatures peaking at 30 degrees. But there'll be one or two communities that could get a real deluge, perhaps even bringing some localised flash flooding. And what will follow from such a hot day is a very warm night. Temperatures at bedtime still up into the 20s for some of you, so it could get quite uncomfortable for sleeping. Because, of course, it has been particularly glorious across these western areas. Now, beyond that, thinking about what a heat wave is, you need 3 days above a certain temperature for a heat wave to be declared. And in London, the figure is 28. In Manchester, the figure's 26, and in Glasgow, it's 25. So for some of us, we're looking at the first heat wave of the year, and you can see those temperatures do stay on the high side well into next week, but there'll still be a risk of one or two thundery downpours through the weekend and into Monday as well.
Hello there, good afternoon. Some changes happening weather-wise as we head through the next few days across the capital. That brisk northeasterly wind becomes more southeasterly, dragging in some warmer, more humid feeling air from the near continent. So temperatures are likely to go up, but there's also the chance that things will turn a lot more unstable. So we could see some heavy thundery downpours too at times.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. Yes, today there's been quite a lot of sunshine across the capital and we're going to see more sunshine through the weekend too. We're just going to turn the heat up a bit. It's going to become quite hot, quite humid through the weekend, and it also brings the risk of some rather heavy, slow-moving thunderstorms too, and there are some weather warnings in force for that. We see the sunshine around, the wind's lighter tomorrow as well, as the temperatures rise, cracking off some rather heavy, slow-moving showers through the afternoon, maybe with some hail and thunder, and top temperatures up to 30, maybe a smidge higher than that, which will be around 86 in Fahrenheit. Still the risk of some thunderstorms on Sunday, but they'll ease down with more sunshine thereon. Pollen's next. And as for that all-important pollen forecast, it's no surprise that pollen levels through the weekend will be very high. That coincides with those high temperatures, and we're seeing the first peak of the grass pollen season. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
The sun is shining. In fact, it's beating down on us. Today, temperatures reached 29 degrees in northern parts of Wales. And over the weekend, it's going to be a little bit hotter. One or two spots will reach 30 Celsius.
And we started the programme, Thomas, with news of the heat health alert. How hot's it going to get?
Yeah, well, it is certainly going to get quite hot. I mean, we've done it before in June. It's not unusual. But, you know, that heat health alert from the health security agencies. It's just a message that's in the background for those that are more vulnerable, for the older members of the public, just to be aware that the weather could be quite uncomfortable at times because it will turn quite hot and particularly humid, I think, over the next few nights. And also some thunderstorms on the way. And Sunday temperatures about 30 degrees Celsius, I think, in central London. How long is this heat going to last? Well, look at that. We've got a sort of steady decline in the temperatures as we go through next week. But look at that weather. How about that? I call them fried eggs here, pretty much as far as the eye can see into next week. And I think most of us will agree that this is pleasant enough. This might be a little bit too warm for some of us. So remember, vulnerable members of our public will not enjoy that, but many of us, I'm sure, will. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 fried eggs out of the next 7. Thanks
Six,
very much for that.
6? Yeah, 6.
Hello there. It's been the hottest day of the year so far, with highs hitting 28.8 in Porthmadog in northwest Wales. We also had temperatures into the high 20s across southern England. It's set to get even hotter though, with temperatures up to 30 degrees this weekend. A heat health alert has been issued. However, the next few days, as well as the hot weather, we're going to see some thunderstorms, and you need the right combination of temperature and humidity to make storms.
Becky, feels like a good time to be beside the seaside.
Well, yes, today, but until today, I would say absolutely not. Welcome to sunny Southend-on-Sea and the longest pier in the world. Now, for the last week, the rest of the UK, away from the East Coast, has been absolutely bathed in the most glorious sunshine, lovely warm temperatures, beautiful blue sky. Here, let's just say I live near the East Coast, and I regretted my choice of flip-flops on Tuesday. It was absolutely miserable, cloudy and damp and horrible. Temperature difference, at least 10 degrees at times between east and west. But the sun is now shining, so definitely a good day beside the seaside. And there were plenty of people out and about enjoying it. And a lovely breeze as well to keep it manageable. The temperature soaring up into the 20s. And as you can see, it was absolutely beautiful. And that sunshine was definitely not going to waste.
It's making me feel great because we all love the sun, we all love the heatness. Nobody wants to put on the jumpers and the jackets, so the weather is so amazing. We feel great to be at the beach.
It's beautiful today. We've had a day trip and we've picked the right day for it.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Because we've been looking for this sort of weather, haven't we? Because we've been stuck indoors with the wind and the rain. But, you know, we're really enjoying ourselves today.
So it continues hot this weekend. Temperatures for some into the 30s, but that gives us the risk of thunderstorms, the hot and humid air. Thunderstorms are a risk away from the East Coast. Let's have a look at all the weekend detail. So as we look ahead to the all-important weekend conditions, it is going to be, as I say, a hot one. Sunny spells, hot and humid by day, and I have to say by night as well. And that brings us the perfect combination for the risk of very heavy, thundery downpours. Not for everyone, but the risk is there. So the main message is enjoy the sunshine, put up with the humidity. If you are in the sunshine, don't forget to put on the sun cream. The breeze is deceptive. Make sure that you enjoy the sun safely. And I have to say, my office is better than yours tonight.
You're definitely right about that. Many thanks, Becky.